All right, gang, let's go over this 12-bar blues solo in E. Kind of a little bit reminiscent of Robben Ford. A couple of lines in there that are Robben Ford type lines. It makes me think of Talk to Your Daughter. All right, standard E blues shuffle. Let's do it. Hey, I'll tab it up and I'll put it in the link in the description below. And hopefully that'll make your life a little bit easier. I'll tell you what, let me play the whole thing slowly and then we'll go over it line by line. So here it is slowly. All right, so let's go over it line by line now. Here's the first line. We're starting out over an E chord, and there's a couple of pickup notes, and then we get to an E. One more time slowly. All right, the only thing you have to think about on that one stylistically is on that bend that you've got a whole step bend on the 11th. As soon as you get it up to that whole step, you want to choke it off. Okay, nice little practice to do that. Here's the second line. One more time slowly. Okay, you'll notice a lot of vibrato there that's going on. A little walk down from the 10th. A lot of vibrato here on the 7th. Little half step bend there. And a nice little trail off. I'm addicted to that sort of thing, the trailing off to the 7th on that. You know, we're playing over an E chord, and so if I trail off from that E to that D that's on the 7th, the flatted 7th in the blues is a key note, and it's going to sound pretty good. Anyway, so that's what I do there. Here's the next line, third one. One more time, slowly. Okay, to me, this one sounds very Robben Ford. Outlining an A chord. This happens to be over an A chord, outlining that A chord and then ending up on the flatted 7th of A with a half step bend. Instead of playing that 8th directly, which here's the A right here, the 10th, so flatted 7th would be the 8th. Instead of playing the 8th, I bend up. You could easily just play the 8th. That would sound fine too. Okay, here it is, last time slowly. All right, here's the fourth line. Pretty straightforward line, that one. Just make sure they hit that first note on the 10th on the 2nd. Really hard. Again, that's a lick over an E chord. All right, now we're going to go to that B chord. Okay, we start out with this little bit. That's going to work nicely over a B chord or an E chord or what have you. We're bending the 10th up to basically a full step up to the 12th, which does happen to be a B, so it works really well for the B chord. And then we're going to bring it down and then walk up to that B from the 10th. Okay, I'm thinking of this little triad, B triad here. And ending on the 3rd of this B triad. Anyway, that's how I'm thinking of it. Now we're going to do the same thing with the little A triad here. That's the next line. So it's basically just a repeated line, 2 steps down, but instead of walking up to the A on the 10th, instead of doing that, I played a slide instead from the 8th to the 9th. Okay, and immediately go into the last line, which is kind of a standard line here, although it may be in a different position than you're used to. Let me try that again. That's it. Okay, let me try that one more time slowly. Okay, so that's a very standard sort of sounding lick, but it may be and that's over a minor pentatonic. It may be in a different position than you're used to hearing, or you're used to thinking about. So this is in E, it's a E minor pentatonic. Okay, and it's not in the standard blues box. Okay, so it's outlining something a little bit differently. It's outlining this. Okay, anyway, it starts out on a little bend on the 7th, and I'm just bending to this note, the E note right here, in this little E triad. Hope you're noticing a pattern here. Okay, I can't remember how many times I've done that, and anyway, but that's all we're doing. Then you've got this little pull-off in a little bit of retrograde motion. You go down and back up. A couple of repeated notes, ending on this note right here, which is a 5th of E, and then we're on to the next part. Okay, hope you enjoyed this one, gang, and until next time, we'll see you on down the road.